Recently, I noticed my headlights weren't lighting up the road like they used to. This iPhone footage actually makes them look brighter than they are in real life, but trust me, it's definitely time for an upgrade. I'll post a before and after at the end of this video so you can see the difference. I've decided to go with these Auxito LED bulbs. I'll put a link in the description below. Inside the box, this is what you'll get. If you decide to go with a different brand, just make sure you're ordering the correct sizes, H11 for the low beams and 9005, also called HB3 for the high beams. To get to the back of the headlights, we'll go through the wheel well and pull down the fender liner. To give us the room needed, I had to unscrew 3 hex head self-tapping screws, pop out a plastic push pin, and on one side remove a 2-piece expanding rivet. The tools you'll need to remove these are a ratchet, 5.5mm or 7/32 socket, and a plastic trim removal tool. I'll leave links to all the tools, screws, pins, and rivets in the description. On this side, I did use a ratchet and socket, but I found it much quicker on the other side when using a cordless drill. As I'm removing the screws and pins, I will mention one thing to watch out for. Some LED bulbs have larger cooling fans or bulky components on the back. That can make it difficult or even impossible to reinstall your dust cover, and you definitely don't want to leave that off. To avoid that issue, stick with the compact design like the ones I'm installing here. Now, getting to the back of the headlights isn't exactly simple. From what I've gathered, going through the wheel well is the easiest method, but don't let the word easiest fool you. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Not necessarily hard, but definitely a little frustrating at times. With this push pin, if you push up on the fender liner, it'll expose the head enough for you to get the trim tool behind it. This is the most crucial part of the process. With those screws and pins out, you have to work with the liner to open the gap large enough. It'll take more effort than you think. I kept getting to a point where I thought it was as far as I could go, but it wouldn't give me enough room to get my arm in there. I was finally able to get it off to the side enough where I could get both arms in, so keep working with it. Here you can see the dust cover on the back of the bottom light, which is the high beam. I did have so much trouble with that liner that it crossed my mind to only do the bottom one, but some evil soul designed it so that the high beam was on the bottom, so it pushed me to carry on. I was wondering why none of the videos I watched showed a better camera angle of getting the bulbs in and out, and now I know why. It's such a tight space in there, you're basically working 100% by feel. Thankfully, the bulb's wiring is long enough that you can pull it down and actually see yourself unplug and install a new one. But getting it in and out of the headlight housing, that definitely tests your patience. I did fight with this one for longer than I'd like to admit. I eventually found out the key was holding a light with one hand and watching to make sure I was completely lined up before turning clockwise to lock it in. I guess what I'm trying to say is stick with it and you'll eventually get it. Here's a quick clip showing what's going on. After you plug in the light, it goes into the housing at an angle, then a quarter turn to the right locks it in. There we go. Boom. Popped right in there. So you got to go in at this angle and then righty-tighty. Now that we have it figured out on the high beams, the low beam went much quicker. I won't show you that install as it's the same as the other, but when you're done, make sure you put the dust cover back on, otherwise you'll start seeing dirt and grime inside your headlight, and you don't want that. Now, with both replaced, let's get that liner fastened back in. One thing I didn't mention on the other side is it helps to turn your wheels so the front of the tire is angled outward. This gives you the best access when dropping the fender liner and makes the job a lot easier. And I'll show this side of removing the fender liner so you can see how quick it is to remove with a drill. Hope this video helps you replace your headlights, and now for the before and after that I promised. The difference doesn't show up on camera like it does in real life, but trust me, it's night and day. These new LEDs practically light up the entire neighborhood.